been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's Jay Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Buffalo Bills. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. To the air right away is Allen. That's complete to McBride. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
56.
Allen now on 1st down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bills at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They run for the first time with James Cook. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Alert!
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will.
You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On second down, Chamberlain. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Herbert looking deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Steps away toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now this time, Allen will throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it's 3rd and 4 now. And they'll send the tight end in motion. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Chamberlain, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner, and he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On second down now, Chamberlain, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On second down, Cook. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Allen. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They pitch it out to Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
56, 56.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd and goal. Allen, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, 30, the 20, 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Up the middle they go. Chamberlain, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert! 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 Alert!
Here's Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Cardinals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real. After having worked on it all week in practice, they drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On third down, Chamberlain, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
And that's why he spent a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long. But I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd down, Chamberlain. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cards take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Chamberlain. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Bills send the punter out, standing just about on his own goal line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Chamberlain. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run the counter. Chamberlain. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. Now, 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they will take a knee here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. The Bills send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded at the 33. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go, set.
And they take a knee.
Let's go now.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for Arizona, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.